Hello, everyone. Um, Welcome to the stream. Today I'm exactly on time, so I'm happy. Um, all right, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I know it's rough seas, rough times. Um, but hey, keep your head up, man. Stay positive. How's everybody doing? We're gonna have a section today for confessions, okay? We need to get some confessions from you guys, and we'll see how everything is doing. If someone can let me know if my mic is good, let's see if we're ready to roll, guys. Everything is red. Stocks are red, crypto is red, everything is red. At this point, it's really hard to just blame it on the one person or the one event. But stuff is bound to happen, and corrections are bound to happen. And like I keep saying, you don't know you don't know that you were in a bull season until you're no more in the bull season. That's when you will know that you were in the bull season. I don't know if that makes sense, but quite a few things to talk about today. And in the future, I'm learning to use some other streaming software so that I could have like a tab here with the topics to discuss each day, and that will uh, you know that'll keep me on track. All right. So it was bad. The dip was bad, and I don't know how many of you were actually watching that big dip earlier. A couple hours ago. Um, it was pretty intense. I must say, it was pretty intense. Even with all my discipline, I was tempted to paper hand some stuff, but I didn't. I just it got to a point I just knew that what, any action I've taken before, um, you know, I just had to let something else ride, and we've seen a little bit of a bounce back, but um, there's so much to talk about. Okay, some of you are new to crypto. A lot of people are new to crypto. They need the most talking. Like I bought. Look, I've been in crypto. I bought into the 2017 peak. You guys might not understand what that is, but when Bitcoin first hit like 20,000 in 2017, when everybody was buying, and that's what people do. Okay, when things spike, that's when everybody decides to get some. I already had some, but I decided to grab some more. I bought at the peak, and you know, we were going down for almost 2 years, almost 3 years, and nobody has held Bitcoin for more than 3 years and has been at a loss. So it's a long game, and I don't think that um, this time the stretch will be uh, it will take that long for a recovery, right? I don't think it will take too long for a recovery if we do go into a deep bear season. But still, right now, it is not clear that we are in a bear season yet. Remember earlier on in January, from January 9th, Bitcoin dipped. It took a whole month for Bitcoin to get back to where it was, on January 9th. It was up to February. Hold on. Let me pull this up so that we look at it real quick here. Um, yeah, let's do the 1 year. Okay. So this is January right here on top here, January 9th. Okay, Bitcoin was 40,000, and it started dipping. It dipped. People were like, "Oh, it's done." It went down to 32, kind of bounced back up a little bit, went down again all the way to 30. Okay. Um, and they were like, "Oh, that's it. That's what happens every year. December it does well, January, then it starts dipping." And then it took a whole month for Bitcoin to get back to where it was. This is February 6th, right? It took a whole month for that to happen. And this was the whole period that everybody thought that was the beginning of the bear season, including myself. So I made certain moves that actually cost me a lot of gains, but then somehow I was able to get some of them back. So again, this is bad. This drop here is bad. When you look at the technicals, the support and stuff, it is bad. Okay. Now, if you didn't make any move before the drop, then the only move that you could make at the drop when Bitcoin was $31 today, okay, everything followed suit, right? If you didn't make any move before, then it didn't make too much sense to have made a move at that point, because when something drops by like 25%, 30%, like, and you're already in it, the best move to make is either average down, or if you completely don't believe in the thing and you don't want to have heart attacks or whatnot, still getting out on a big drop like that is still never the best thing to do, because even in a bear season, there are sharp drops and there are recoveries, and sharp drops and recoveries. So if you want to get out, you get out on a little bit of a recovery. You don't get out when when everything is dropping. That's not when you get out, unless of course you set stop loss that can take you out. And I think a lot of that happened today. It was a cascading effect, ripple effect of stop losses being taken out. Accounts were being liquidated. Oh man. So it was rough. But somehow I think this is a good lesson for the whole community. It's like, these billionaires cannot be fighting over one specific project, one specific coin, and in turn, okay, you win the battle, but then you lose the war. Because if you put one project down, this person also tries to put the other project down. At the end of the day, crypto is seen as very volatile, and big money will avoid it. Big money will start avoiding crypto. Here is one picture that I wanted to share with you real quick. Not saying I'm the biggest fan of Peter Schiff or anything, but all I'm saying is I had said this before in my live stream about 2 days ago. Okay, so here's what's happening. If a single tweet can have so much influence over the price of Bitcoin, how can anyone seriously consider it to be money? Okay, how can Bitcoin be a safe haven asset if a one-word tweet puts it at risk? It should be clear by now that buying Bitcoin is gambling and not investing. Of course, he's one of those who, way back are like, oh, Bitcoin is a fraud. Bitcoin is this. Now the naysayers are coming up again, saying, hey, you see this, you see that. That is why people in the community, I'm not trying to fully blame Elon or Barry Silbert or anyone like that, but it's a lot more than making your coin win over the other coin. Okay, so and stuff like this, it takes a while to recover. It takes a while for such sentiments to die down. In 2017, more than 10-20 articles on big time publication sites were written about Bitcoin being a fraud, being just a bubble, being because a lot of the older people just don't understand it. And so yes, it's going to be rocky, but then there's one thing that you have to keep in mind. Nobody has held Bitcoin over 4 years and has been at a loss. So far, that's it. And I'm keep saying Bitcoin. I haven't called any other coin yet, just because Bitcoin is the leader of the gang, and everything is kind of following right now, even though ETH has been leading the altcoins of late. All right, so now let me quickly take a look at the comments, and we'll see how everybody is doing. And guys, remember to smile. Okay. You'll feel so much better. All right. Somebody says diamond hands. You need a soothing voice. Oh man, so we're gonna have the clownfish back on Friday. Hazy's coming back on Friday, guys. He was at a campsite, and so apparently he didn't get any of my messages the previous days that I was trying to send it. So there's that. Buying BTC mostly. Okay. I feel like the awareness that cryptocurrency in general has garnered, okay, in recent time is very exponential compared to 2017. So I'm quite positive that even if we go into a bear season, it's not going to take 2 full years for us to start recovering. It's not going to be anything close to that. So again, the bear season, that's where the best opportunity is. That's where the best opportunity is. And I just try to learn from people. It's like when I was talking to Donald, I'm not saying everything he says is 100% correct, but it's like he was talking about having a fun time buying ETC at like $3, $4 every week for a whole year. Okay, so if you believe in a project, bear season is the best time to accumulate because hey, you have different paychecks coming, and of course, I hope you have a budget. Okay, some of your budget has to go into investing, saving. Okay, reduce that savings account quite a bit, and then diversify your portfolio probably much better than having a fat savings account that earns 0.001% annually. So you have time to load up on the projects you believe in. If you pick like 5 different projects, and I don't know how much you make, but if it's just a bear season, assuming we're gonna have a bear season for a year, if the money you have in crypto right now is not something that you need urgently, you shouldn't be worried. And I've always been saying this. First of all, you shouldn't be in crypto with money that you cannot afford to lose. Even though sometimes I do it, okay, but I do know the risks very well. Do not do it. It's not advisable to do it. Then you shouldn't have a problem. Okay, all you can do in the bear season is you pick a few projects that you like, and on a weekly basis, on a bi-weekly basis, or monthly basis, you keep adding to your projects. And the lower the price stays during the bear season, the better for you, because the more you can keep accumulating. Okay, and so that's the silver lining of the bear season. So you always have to try to see a silver lining in stuff. Okay, and the reason why, even if you had all the money, it's not advisable to, oh, everything has dipped, let me buy all my positions at once. The reason why it's not advisable is that it could keep dipping. So maybe you bought something at $100 today. Maybe in 4 weeks, it might be $50. So when you buy on the weekly, your average is much better. And yeah, so there's that. Okay, let's check out some more comments here. You didn't even know about it. Somebody's going to shit their pants. Guys. Emotionomics, yes. That's true, man. That's very important. Again, the stock market, just like the crypto market, is a tool for transferring money from the hands of people who are impatient to the hands of people who are patient. And sometimes impatient, you fall under the impatient category when you invest with money that you can't afford to lose. Okay, when you invest with money that you can't afford to lose, you invest with money that you urgently need, you automatically become an impatient investor. So what happens is that you don't have time to wait things out. So you are quickly jumping off, and every time you jump off, you lose a nice chunk, and you are trying to time stuff instead of playing the long game. And time in the market always beats time in the market. That's why I keep giving this example. Nobody has held Bitcoin over 4 years and lost a penny. Okay, so there's that historical data to go by for now. Oh, we do have a super chat. Tom in the house. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Even if you huddle, it feels like Black Monday. But don't buy into this is the end of crypto talk. Still, it's scary. Yes, guys. it's scary. The naysayers are going to pop out of nowhere because they have always been around. Okay, they are going to pop out of nowhere. They've always been around. Remember this: Warren Buffett said, "Sell all your Bitcoin at $100," and he still hasn't given a different opinion as far as I'm concerned, right? And a lot of people have seen it go up and up and up and up, and they have been waiting forever to say, "I told you so." Okay, but at the same time, a lot of the situations they just don't understand it, and to be honest, it's really, really hard to explain cryptocurrencies. It's really, really, really hard, and the more technical you try to explain it, the more gibberish it sounds. So it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while, but definitely, I do not believe this is the end of cryptocurrency, because I do understand the Nakamoto consensus, and I do understand how it's such a breakthrough, right? That if it will take a few things for crypto to be a little bit more stable. Once it becomes a little bit more stable, it's going to be a great problem solver, and it has already shown that in different aspects like banking and stuff. We've seen things at impressive speeds. Okay, so definitely, this is not the end. But one thing you have to know is that it's a cycle, guys. It is a cycle. It is a cycle. It is a cycle. And anybody who is in here who bought in 2017, December of 2017, anybody who bought in here will just be laughing at you right now, because by January, by end of let's try to do that. Let me see if I can see the all. Okay, so December 2017, this one says 16, but I know it did get to 20,000. It got to just 20,000 up here, and then by January it dipped to 9,000. And from then it just kept going down. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, we're still going down, guys. We're still going down. It's been almost 8 months. We're still going down. October, November, we're still going down. Even the next year, January 2020, 2019, that's when we hit the lowest low. Bitcoin got to 3,000. Okay, and imagine people who had bought 20,000. Okay, so it took a while for them to actually see some bounce back, and for the market to pick back up. So it's kind of like a cycle, but as you can see, every time the cycle comes around, we go higher, right? So when the cycle comes around, we go higher. Awareness gets, there's more awareness, and we go higher. And right now, the amount of Bitcoin that is left to be mined, it's not a lot. So, the price is going to, reflect that. And, I feel like when it does come around, it's going to go higher. But for now, just be vigilant. A lot of institutions are scared. Institutions that have big money in there, some of them are just trying to protect their clients and stuff. So people are, pulling out left and right. And so there's also that factor. Okay, let's take a quick look at some of the other let me see here. Sorry, today I'm not doing well with the comments at all, because today it's rough. It's rough on everybody. Okay, it's rough on me myself. Let me tell you, early this morning, I looked at the portfolio, all right, and I just closed it. I looked at the portfolio and I just closed it, and I just closed and put it away, and then and then I slept. I slept quite peacefully, and then I woke up and it was much better than it was. So you looking at it every 5 minutes is not going to change anything. Okay, you looking at that every 5 minutes is not going to change anything at all. So yeah, I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? Let's move some cash over and see if we can go spending if it does dip again tomorrow. So, that's some action that I'm taking. I may be catching a falling knife, but it's always you try to get some stuff along the way, because you don't know, like I showed you earlier, In January, there was a dip for a whole month before it bounced back out of that hole. So we don't know whether this is going to be a short dip or it's going to be the long dip. So we really don't know. And the one thing that you guys need to stop putting in the minds of people is that I have heard so many other YouTubers saying, oh, this super cycle, this bull season is not gonna we're not gonna go into a serious bear season again. It's not gonna be that bear season for so long again. That kind of mentality is not good. That's how new traders are lured into putting money that they cannot afford to lose in the market. Okay, and that kind of money that you can't afford to lose, when you put it in the market, that's when you become a paper hand. You unintentionally become a paper hand. If, let's say, you for example, let's say you need money to, I don't know, I'll keep using pay rent, right? And you have money to pay rent, but then you realize that you have about 2-3 weeks to pay the rent. So you figured maybe you could flip this in crypto, buy some safe moon, safe money, safe ghost, whatever, and get like 10x quickly, and then take 10% out of that for your landlord and let the other ones ride till you become a millionaire. Okay, that kind of thinking, when people are telling you that there will not be a bear season, it will just keep, we're just gonna be in this super cycle forever, that kind of thinking is what is bad for crypto, because those kind of monies are the ones that are first pulled out whenever there's a shake. And if there's a lot of that and a lot of that pulling out, there's this ripple effect that ripples down. Okay, so that's why you have to go into it with a sound mind, a sound motive. When I say a sound motive, it's like either you are going in with a trade position or you are going in with a long-term position. Okay, now that you just bought with a lot of money that you can't afford to lose, and the least shake, everybody's selling out. That kind of mentality is not good. But unfortunately, there are just so many moon to the moon channels going out there saying everything is going to the moon, and people are not prepared for reality. Okay, the reality is that it's cyclical, and it goes and comes, goes and comes. The times may be shorter, but it goes and comes and goes and comes. All right, let's take a look at some other cryptos and see how they are doing. And David says sell in May and walk away. Hey, it's an old saying that has worked quite some. It's an old saying that has worked quite some. All this FUD is trying to make us fear and sell. Well, I can tell you one thing. The crypto population is much, much younger than the stock population. When I say much, much younger, much, 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 much younger. Okay. I get people in the Discord who are like, oh, I'm 17. This is my portfolio. I'm like, first of all, how do you get all this money at 17? Like, I did not see that much money at 17. And what should I do? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how do you have okay, I'm not gonna call your name, so if I say what it is nobody knows it's you. How do you have the person send me their portfolio and they had about 40,000 in SafeStar? They had $40,000 in SafeStar. They then they had about 5,000 in Ethereum, and the biggest position was SafeStar. And I'm like, why did you buy SafeStar and blah blah blah? And then like to that tune, like, do you even know the team behind it? Do you even know that this thing? So nah, but they're like SafeMoon and blah blah. So the misinformation out there, we have to be very, very careful. Okay, way back, this is way back, okay, before I got strong opinions on stuff like that. I remember somebody had asked me about SafeStar, and I'm like, well, if anything, it looks exactly like SafeMoon, and the market capital is much, much smaller. But I hope that's not what led that person to spend that much to buy SafeStar. So fortunately, they were not at a loss yet, so I was able to convince them to reduce that position by like 80% and spread it, diversify it in more solid projects, right? So imagine a lot of young people in all these projects who are just pulling out, and it's going to be a ripple effect. So it's bound to happen. Anyway, I have a question for you guys. Do you think we are headed, Bitcoin is going to head back to the 31,000? Do you think this is going to be like, one of those slow death situations where it's coming, but it's going to be deep? It's coming, but it's going to be slow and little bounce up and slow. Do you think this is it? Do you think this is it for this bull run? If you think this is it for this bull run, type 1. If you think this bull run is not over and this is just a fork in the road, type 2. Let's see what we have. Oh, you're practicing Goko holding your one bag at 17. Oh, hey, Danielle, you know what? Again, I'm telling you guys, one is one of my favorite projects, putting everything aside. And for some reason, it was doing pretty well while everything was tanking the other day. So if you are caught holding a one bag, don't worry about it. Just be happy with it. Because whenever everything gets back to normal, everything keeps going, I see one easily being $1. So I see that happening. Okay, you've doubled your BTC holdings. You ran out of money. Yes. I did run out of money myself too, so I had to move some stuff over, and now I have to wait for it to settle. So we'll see. AMC squeeze. Yes, again, I was talking about AMC, right? I had told you guys I sold half of my calls the other day when I realized that they were up, somewhere up like 200%, somewhere up 300%. Now, guess what? Because I did that maneuver, today I was able to get some of those calls back, okay, and still pocketing profit. Okay, so that's why even if you believe in something, you have to at least have a trading position in it. Okay, even if you believe it's gonna work, when there's a spike, take some action, take some profit. You could always rebuy and keep them from profit, and even buy more than you had before. So same with stocks. So another dip coming, whales never. So here's one thing that people need to understand: the whales do not run out of money easily. So these dips is just, they actually make crypto less decentralized, because when the dips happen like that, everybody's afraid. That's when the whales jump in and scoop up and scoop and scoop and scoop and scoop. Back when I was watching Dogecoin, way back when we went from $2, 2 cents to 8 cents, and then there was a dip way back down to like about 3 cents or about. I was seeing all these whale buy-ins, and I'm like, these are the same people who were selling. They would sell like a million Doge, million Doge, and then they will come back down and buy like 10 million. Then they'll do it again. But every time they do those sales back to back to back, it pushes the price down really hard. But then they are the first ones to buy at the bottom to kind of lift it up again. But every time they buy at the bottom, they buy more than twice what they sold. So the whales were just doubling their bags without actually spending money. And I'm like, man, it's good to be rich. Okay, all right, let's see. You're only upset because you don't have money to buy these loads. Brian, not just you, man. Not just you. Again, yes, for me too, I would say I'm upset, but again, I'm a little bit fortunate. A few weeks ago, I was really upset that I had to cash out pretty much almost 80% of my holdings to close on a house. And I'm like, man, I could be making money in this, but hey, at least I got to use it for something that I can remember for a long time. But again, I need more money to buy more stuff that I believe in, which is even going to go higher. So Sanjay, help him read my comment. What did you say? I don't know. This is the one I've seen. Sanjay, let me see. Oh, he said, check my comment in the last stream. Yo, so this is the one guy who is always advocating taking profits as well. Every time something is up and I come on and I'm like, hey guys, check this thing. This thing is very high up. Remember to take some profit along the way. He's like, I've already taken all my profits. He tell us exactly where he sold and all that. So, hey, good to see you. Good to see you in the house, Sanjay. Michael, it's disappointing to see ETH dip again in the last hour. Oh Lord, let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay. So that's the other thing, guys. If let me go to the 1 day here and just look at price. Okay, so that's the other thing, guys. Even if we are on let's do 7 day here. So even if we are in a decline, we are going into the bear season. Like I said, there will always be some bounces, okay, bounces along the way. But those bounces do not mean that we have completely changed course for the better. So just keep that at the back of your mind. So just don't be fooled too much by the quick bounces. The market always has a reaction. For example, let's talk about Hertz. When was it? I don't know when it was. Was it last year or last 2 years? Whenever Hertz went bankrupt, right? And then everybody that knew Hertz went bankrupt was selling out. So the price dipped all the way to about, I don't know, was it 50 cents? And then it was on Robinhood. So everybody saw the price at 50 cents, and then they just started buying. They just started buying up. They were able to push the Robinhood buyers who did not know that the company has filed for bankruptcy and had gone bankrupt, push this price from like 50 cents all the way to $5 or $10. Like some very high irrational number. And the Wall Street guys couldn't put their mind around it because they were seriously shorting it. And the price was going up. They're like, what's happening? It kept going up. So they had to buy back in because they didn't know what was going to happen. But apparently it was just the Robinhood traders who had changed the course. This was early days of Robinhood having an effect. So again, for example, let me tell you something. This dip that happened, I had 3 different buy orders for 3 different coins that I never expected would drop that low, anytime soon. These buy orders automatically kicked in because I had set them, and for in case there's a flash dip, so they automatically kicked in, and those positions are already up. Okay, so whenever there's a sharp a sharp drop like that, just like I did, a lot of people also have limit buys set very, very low for in case of a flash crash or something like that. And people play these things. So if you are planning to get out, at the very least, do not get out on a sharp drop. Get out on a little bit of a recovery at the very least, if that's your plan. Okay, escape with a little bit of a recovery. Do not get out when there's a sharp drop. That's when you really feel like getting out. Because let me tell you something. Today, when the price got down to 31, I got a text from my friend in Canada who's like, he said, Bitcoin heading back below 10,000. That is how the human, but see, that's the sentiment. That's just how we are. If it's going in one direction, we just expect it to keep going in that one direction. Okay. And he said he's going below 10,000. I just sold everything. Okay. And I know he has at least 5 Bitcoin from the last time we spoke. So for him selling everything at 31, imagine how much he lost just because he was afraid that it was just gonna go all the way down, to below 10,000 in a day. All right, let's see. Tom says he's waiting on ETH to dip again to 3,200. You're buying. What is it? It's much lower than 3,200 now. You mean 2,200, Tom? Because it's 2,600. I think you made a mistake there. You might have meant 2,200. Interesting. So yeah, so with the drop in Ethereum, guys, my mining profits are down as well. But interestingly, today I looked up GPUs, and the price of GPUs on eBay are down as well. So there's always a silver lining. Just gotta wait it out and see what happens and see what opportunities you can take. So if the price of GPUs keep going down with this, I'm going to buy 4 more and have a full rack of 6, and maybe get another rack, who knows, and then keep mining Ethereum during the bear season. The bear season is a great time to mine. If you're interested in mining, you can accumulate a lot of Ethereum, okay, or whatever other coin you want to mine. I'm actually planning to mine ETC as well, and that's how you can take advantage of the situation. Okay, I missed that context. Okay, what else do we have? He said, was that Hayes that texted? No, it was not Hazy. It was not Hazy. Moni, been listening for a while and forgot to call. Hey, what's up, Moni? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, we're gonna look at ETC now. So one reason I didn't sleep early last night was because of ETC. So those of you who are not on Twitter, y'all better jump on Twitter, because patient money is getting big. All right, so I'm getting quite excited. Let me show you this. So while I was preparing to sleep, I always sleep after like 3 a.m. and it was, I think it was actually about almost 4 a.m. when I saw this. So the official Ethereum Classic shared my video with Donald. So shared my video, tagged me. I had like more than, I don't know, 20 plus notifications. I'm like, what's happening on Twitter? So Ethereum Classic shared the video, and I think that was huge. And then after they shared the video, I've had 2 different people reach out for possible interviews. I think one is also from the Ethereum Cooperative, but Donald had already linked me to the boss of the Ethereum Cooperative. So I'm going to pursue that one first, and if that one falls through, then I'll go with the other person that reached out. And also, I'm thinking about interviewing the developer that's working on the new mining algorithm for Ethereum Classic. So I will email him today and see what he says, But hey, it felt good to be on the official Ethereum Classic Twitter. So we got a little bit of clout there. So I was quite excited. All right. Let's see here. So guys, if you haven't patient money here, Moon Tiger Street, guys, Twitter, is it follow or subscribe? What do you see on Twitter? I don't even know. Moon Tiger Street. Okay, Moon Tiger Street. And I picked this name before Safe Moon. Okay. I picked my name way back in 2014. Just saying. All right, so let's take a look at ETC, man. So to be honest, right, this period, I just want to not look at anything. That's what I wanted. I just want to not look at anything. But because I'm streaming and people want some, ooh, did you guys see that drop? Did you guys feel that drop right here? This is where I'm sure all the shorts, all the grayscale shorts covered. If not all, most of them covered. They got exactly what they wanted. Because most of the shorts, from what I was gathering, was around $45. So if it did drop to below 41, they even covered with a little profit. So it's possible that most of them have covered. And well, that could still be good. For the coin, but it's impressive that even with this massive sell-off, ETC is still kind of holding its own. The percentage loss of ETC, let me go back here and see. I'm gonna go instead of Bitcoin, let me duplicate this. Let's look at some percentages here. So Ethereum is down 21% in the past 24 hours, right? 21%. BNB is down 26%. Cardano is down 17. Dogecoin is down 24. XRP 24. Polkadot 27. So man, ICP has been taking a beating ever since it came out the door. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash is down 29. Litecoin is down 31, 20. Okay, so even Polygon Matic, man, went below $2. My goodness. But still, Polygon is still doing well overall. Solana is still doing well because they are the ones that pushed when everything was going down. And compared to all the others, Ethereum Classic is down only 26%. Okay, so Ethereum Classic is not performing any different from any of these big names out there. So what this is telling me is that it has finally found a price range that it's kind of comfortable with. That is not much will happen for this position to be shaken. Okay, so when the dust settles, it will be easy for it to take off again. So that's the good thing about ETC right now. All right, let me check some more comments. Sorry, today for the comments, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to apologize beforehand because today, you guys, there's a lot going on. Which GPUs are down? I'm gonna buy them first before I tell you. I'm trying to buy like 4, and there are a few that I've been looking at. They actually dropped their prices, so not by much, but by a bit. So yeah, I'll buy them first, then I'll tell you when they're down. See, it feels good to be honest. Hope we can buy GPUs for $10 each. Jose, I would build a whole garage, put solar panels on top of it just for mining if that happened. Okay, Samantha says ETH will fall to 1530. Oh, please don't do that to me. But if ETH falls there, I might have to grab some more. Definitely grab some more. Yeah, but that's gonna really kill the mining profits. But hey, the mining again is just a small project, so I'll just take the opportunity to mine some more. Taking advantage of situations, good or bad. Oh, you found another one, 475? Huh. Okay. You sure it's a good one? You sure it's not sometimes some people mine with some of these GPUs for a while and they are like, my wife would say broke up. She says it's a Brooklyn term. They are broke up and then they put it up for sale. So let's see. Okay, just have to hold. I will sell my kidney if GPUs. What's up, Steven? Okay, guys, the comments are actually keeping me a little bit, bringing me up a little bit. So I probably should read them some more. Wells Fargo. Okay. Interesting. Hey, D-Mac, what's up? Thank you. Why I still it will be useful based on your research. And 2, my boy Donald. Yo, Donald, man. Donald has convinced a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie. Donald has convinced a lot of people. And sometimes that's all it takes. All it takes is a core people to believe in the projects. And once funding comes, right now, from what I'm learning about the ETC cooperative, they have very good blockchain programmers that they could get, but some of them, they only get them for a few hours a week because that's all they can afford. So I mean, the project is just a little bit of funding away from it. Last year Charles Hoskinson himself put some of his money in it. So I just learned that he's actually not, getting paid or anything. If anything, he's actually putting his money in it. And the way I know Hoskinson to be smart, I don't think he would put his money into a sinking ship. That that's just my thought. So anyway, someone says everything will be okay. Alex says everything will be okay. What does Ryan say? Noob here. When you say you don't have to pay tax if you make 40G under, does that include employment income from just the stock, or I think it includes okay, I'm not 100%, but I think it does include your total income and the percentage of it which is coming from the stock. So do some more research on that. I'm not 100% on that. Let's see. Okay, well, I thought it was a crash. Oh man. Let's see how Bitcoin is doing now. Okay, 38 is holding up. It is holding up. It is holding up. That was a quick bounce, man. That bounce was scary. I'm not gonna lie. Any chances of growing Matic? You're still holding some. I mean, Matic was running up to an event. So all the people who were buying, I was telling them that I believe this project is one of my favorite projects, but at the same time, just be aware that when you're buying, anywhere close to $2 and going, you just be aware that you are chasing, right? And if everything was still normal, because they have an event coming in June, I had said anything below $2 was a good buy for Polygon Matic. Anything about below $2 was a good buy, because I believe that because the event was in June, if the market didn't have a major crash, it would have kept pumping till June at least, which it was. It was like you guys remember, it was below $2 and then boom, $2, $2.10, $2.20, $2.40, $2.50. I think it even went up all the way to $2.60 or something like that. Let's see here. Let me duplicate this, and then let's get Matic. So again, the event that's going to happen, I don't know what an impact the event is going to have, but if the event reveals a lot more about Matic and shows a lot more of its power, it could also send it to the moon. But then again, most of the time people buy the rumor and sell on the news. So very likely on the day of the event, the day before the event, the price will dip. That's just what happens a lot of the time. So there's that. 7-day. So it actually did go all the way up to what am I looking at here? Yeah, 260. It went up to $2.60 something. So there's that. I think it should, if everything is normal, it should be pumping till June. But right now, nothing is normal. Right now, we are in uncharted territory. Right now, it's trust. Okay, trust that has been broken, and I don't want to put the entire blame on the billionaires, because I knew that a bear market was bound to happen. But I also know that these billionaires feuding and shaking the price of cryptocurrency so much has caused a lot of distrust in the community, and institutional investors have decided to pull back because of the risk that, oh, this person could just tweet at any time and I'd lose a couple $1 million, and they'll laugh at it on Twitter. So that's just one problem that needs to be solved in the community. Hey, Krista in the house. What's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Young Sam, ETC Classic. Yes, we just spoke about that. Okay, that's good. DMB. EB says, I'm the one who mentioned you the other day about buying 18 at 15. You did buy more now. You're up to 25 coins. Nice. Your average is up to $36. You got a nice average there, man. Nice average there. So that is a trick, man. With the if this is a bear market, it is good for something. There's a silver lining in there. You can slowly load up on the coins you believe in. So, okay, DMB looks like a correction to actual use coins and proof of stake. Big correction coming. Interesting. Screams has an answer to Tom Hunter. He said he had a chance to join a whale institution group from your local banks. You'd be shocked to see many of these whales look like a common person. You can't beat them. Join them. That's true. That's true. And guys, if you want to join Grayscale, you can join Grayscale as well, but you must have 25,000 minimum to join them. And but other ones require a less starting amount. So you still think who knows? One day we can form our own ETF and then we'll be a patient money whale. You still think VCHIT? Yes. Look, my opinion on all my favorite coins has not changed. Okay, but then if there is an overall bear market, okay, it's going to affect everything. Okay, so sorry, my opinion on all my favorite individual coins has not changed a bit. Okay, Mr. Dragon said what he learned today is to keep his gains in USD until a day like this comes. I had a few hundred in liquidity, but would have been nice to have more available. True. Okay, he said it went to 260. You lacked out. You got in at 1.1. Okay, so you're still doing good. Local Wells Fargo Commercial Bank. Interesting. Nice tip there, Screams. Nice tip. Everyone go buy AMC right now. David wants to pump AMC. How is AMC doing today? Let's see. $12.34. So today, my stocks, 90% of my stocks were red, like red. So almost everything was red. So there's that. Okay, let's take a look at Cardano. We haven't looked at Cardano in a while. So those of you who missed the other stream, I was talking about Cardano and how I've taken it a little bit more seriously. I haven't changed my position on that. It's taking quite a beating. But then with the realization that more than 70% of all the Cardano in circulation is currently being staked, that's huge. That means that this coin has the potential of actually mooning, okay, taking off without too much selling pressure, because only 30% of the circulating coins can be sold when it's moving. I mean, can be sold like, fluidly. Of course, some people might unstake at a penalty or something, but it's less likely they will do that. I saw a video about a week ago. I don't know who I watched it from. Not a week ago, a few days ago. This person makes about $5,000 every month just by staking. And one of the coins that they stake the most is Cardano. So different exchanges offer different rates of interest. So let's say you have big money, right? You have big money, you have a lot of Cardano, a lot of Ethereum. You can just stake it, and there's very high APRs that they'll give you, and those are all profits, and your Cardano is still there, and you get profit. So you stake the Cardano, and then they use it for whatever, and it's almost like dividends. Okay, it's almost like those who understand the dividend stuff. They're like a little safer, right? So that's why I believe that in the long term, Cardano is going to be a winner. Somewhere along the line. I don't know. Who knows? A year or two from now, we'll see. All right. You just woke up. Good for you. You slept through the big dip. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Is that crypto is the best horror movie? Oh my goodness. Moni says she got AMC at $3 and haven't cared about it since. Wow. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. Tom, you don't even want to go to sleep at night because I don't know what they're gonna do. Oh man, it's rough. It's rough out here, people. It's rough out here. You're down 50% on ETC. Well, a lot of people are down that on almost every coin. So yeah, it's rough, Steven. It is rough out here. But again, if it's money you can afford to lose, let it ride. Okay. Let it ride. And if you do want to get out too, try not to sell at the quick dips. At least find a little bit of a recovery along the way to sell. All right. If you are all scared, you can always invest in crypto ETFs. You always say panic sell or okay. Well, ETFs are a little safer, but again, it depends on the entire sector to be doing well. But this is a personal opinion. Personally, I feel like if you hunt well and you do some proper research, you could find gems that people do not see. A lot of people do not see, and get in there, grab your seat before people, acknowledge it, and the gains will be exponential. But it's a little higher risk, okay, but definitely higher reward. But if you don't want to spend all your time doing research and finding the best coin, ETFs are the way to go. Just like MJ stocks, you want to go with an ETF because one company can go under and then you're done for. So there's that. If you're getting 6 hours of sleep, oh man. KOBS will rise about the thought on HBAR. I think it's a good project. I just don't like the fact that they patented their code and it's everything is very closed in, but I think it's a good project. Yeah, I hope they hurry up with it because all this FUD about crypto, I think it will it will take a little bit for things to die down before people start taking those risks. Yeah. Steven says he made it this far. He's holding. Hey DMB, good to see you. Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Oh, I don't have any thoughts on new cipher. I do not have any thoughts on that. Sunshine, I don't have any thoughts on that. Is it dumb to sell your coin right before it dips, before your buying price, and rebuy with the same amount, or just hold? I'm a little confused here. I mean, if you're able to time it well and sell it and rebuy at a lower price, always consider the exchange fees. Okay, exchange charges and fees. Make sure when you add the fees plus all the expenses that go into that sale, right? And that when you rebuy, you actually buy more. So one thing to do is to check the available coins you have and see if you when you rebuy, whether you got more or less. Because if you are selling and buying less each time, you're just losing money. So don't do that. You drop as many name and projects that the wheels taught me. If you feel okay, I didn't get the context of that. Okay, Harmony is probably the most undervalued project. One of the most undervalued projects. Definitely. They they have almost everything right. They just need to work on getting on exchanges, which they're not trying to. So that is a problem. They need to do that to to be more popular. Did the crypto apps crash today at your end too? Well, when I saw everything going down, I stopped looking, man. I stopped looking. I had other things to do. It's good for your mental health not to be looking when it's just bloody. You you enter your coins. I have my permanent positions, which I do not touch. I don't care I don't care if it goes down to zero. It's just a discipline that I have, right? That this is my permanent position. I do not touch. And I have another position which I call my trading position, which I use to go in short-term trades in different coins. Sometimes I ball it up and I go into one at a time. And then when I see another potential, I pull into the another one. Sometimes I split it up. And so, but in this bear season, I'm not saying we are in a bear season, but at least in the past week, okay, we've been declining. It's been very hard to stay in one with my trading position for too long, and I'm still losing a lot of I can't talk today. I'm still losing a lot of money, but I'm not losing it at a very fast rate. For example, with Harmony One being one of my favorite coins, right? I already have my permanent position, which I don't touch. But when it was going to make the move, I had gone in pretty heavy. And then when it got to about 0.16, 16 cents thereabout, I took quite a profit. Okay. I took quite a profit. It was about 25%, profit. And then I put it into something else. I put some into Trias, I put some into EOS, I put some into Cardano, and well, not all of them have gained, but I was able to get more of those coins. Okay. And still, we are all still going down, but even in the going down process, you make some moves like that. And after I made those moves, I realized that the way this market is going, unless you time things very well, I'm just gonna let stuff ride. So I just decided to just let everything ride. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm just not gonna touch anything. Okay. So sometimes that's the best way to start accumulating. And now I've started sending some fresh cash over. Once it settles, it's time to go shopping. So we'll see. But then again, I'm not wishing that the market keeps falling. But if it does keep falling, that's my silver lining plan. I'll always try to find the silver lining in any situation. So there's that. What about Matic? We just spoke about Matic. Matic is doing fine. It's still there, up there almost $2. So I think it's doing fine. Thoughts on Dot? Dot is a great project. Okay, but if you compare Dot and Atom, right? I'll go with Atom. I'm gonna make a video on this someday, and I'll tell you why. But Dot is a great project. But they just have some stuff that is not completely finished yet. But it's a really good project. Doge. Why do we not have Doge up today, man? Where did my Doge crew go? Come on. Finally, somebody asked about Doge. We always have to remember Dogecoin has been the winner for this channel in a while, so we'll keep addressing it. All right. Oh, this looks almost exactly like the ETC chart that I pulled up. Oh my. Okay, so who got Doge at 21 cents? Who got Doge at 21 cents? Okay. All right. Oh, so you lost $4 because of ETC? I'm so sorry, Saul. I'm sorry. Money, you never knew you were such a risk taker until you got into crypto. So we all have this little gambling aspect to us, right? That's why we are in crypto to begin with, whether you admit it or not. It's a little bit in there. So definitely, even in stocks, right? Especially people who get into stocks and get into the more risky ones, penny stocks and stuff. We have that very ever so tiny this thing urge to feel that gambling gap in there, but you just have to do it more informed. then it will not be too much of a gamble or risk taking. So what's up with the China thing? Oh, you mean the moon, the Mars picture that they sent? Elon sent a congratulatory message to them, and then Big Boy Crypto, with his 1 million subscribers, says if you buy Tesla, you are dead to him, because I think he's trying to blame the whole crash on Elon. I don't think that's right, but I think he's part of the problem, but definitely not. But I don't know what China thing were you talking about again exactly, AM? Because today that's all I know, that they tweeted a picture of their Mars rover. They have a Mars rover. China has a Mars rover, and so it's going to be quite interesting. We're going to have data from here and here, and nobody can lie anymore to us. So it's going to be interesting. Okay. Wei says no. Supposedly, the Chinese government warned the top 3 financial institutions not to deal with crypto because of volatility. Guys, China did the same thing 4 years ago. I can look, let me see if I can find an article, guys. China has blocked crypto about 3 or 4 times, and they never really went in and blocked it. So China did the same thing, a while back. So let me see if 2017 China. Oh, China, crypto ban. So I don't understand how you can keep banning the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I think the more they keep saying it, the less effect it's going to have. So just go search it there. Several times they ban crypto, they ban individual coins, and I know for a fact that the Chinese government is trying out VET because of a VET presentation. Okay, I know they are trying out VET for a certain solution. So it's just weird that why are they banning some and then trying out some? So I don't know, man. I think it's not enough of a fad to stay for too long. Do you think Grayscale was able to cover their short position when ATC was 41 today? Yes, I believe so. I believe that those they are probably so smart that they would have set limit buys. I'm not as smart as they were, but I set limit buys, and while the price dropped that low, okay, while I was asleep, guys, I bought 3 different coins at very, very cheap prices, and I'm already up, like some of them I'm already up 40% on some of those with those purchases from today, from this crash this morning. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they did the same and probably even had much better strategies than I did. So it's possible that they have covered quite some of that position, but it's also possible that they might get greedy. They might have gone greedy and not covered everything, because they might think that, oh, this thing is gonna go further down to $10, and then they will make much more money. So it's possible that they might not have covered everything as well. But I'm just sad that now the squeeze. I'm not looking forward to the squeeze anymore. I'm looking forward to gradual growth in ETC and not the imminent squeeze, because this dip means that they definitely did cover. Actually, let's look at ETCG and see how it performed. So very interestingly, okay, it looks like ETCG also dipped, but it didn't quite have that sharp dip that ETC had. And ETCG has always been cheaper. Okay, so let me look at a 5-day. Okay, so it did dip quite a bit. You're right. Yeah. Oh, okay. The difference is that ETCG is actually OTC, so it only trades during the trading hours, the designated trading hours. Okay, that is what is it? 8:30 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so definitely it dipped low enough for them to do some covering, but that's interesting. So that's another dimension that I wanted to talk about. So ETCG, the funny thing is, no matter what happens over the weekend, ETCG is not traded over the weekend. So I think there could be a little bit of a loophole somewhere. It's like where people take advantage of the situation, especially when you are in ETCG. Because when you're in ETCG, you can short it, you can go long, you can do whatever. But then in the weekend, you are locked in the weekend. Okay, you cannot take any action during the weekend. But crypto is trading, 24/7. And this guy is directly linked to the real Ethereum Classic. So I feel like there could be a loophole there that somebody is taking some serious advantage of. If I had money like a whale, I would too. I don't know how, but I'm pretty sure if I sit down, I could figure out a way. Because of the whole disparities, like we are trading the same thing, but then you guys can only trade till Friday, and on Friday you just watch whatever is happening over the weekend until Monday. So that's interesting. All right, let's look at how low did Doge go? Doge, man, jeez, I slept at the wrong time, man. So I stayed up all night, and then I was excited about that tweet. So I was over here responding to tweets till 5 a.m. Before I went to sleep. Okay. Rover Mars. China ban. Yes, we already addressed the China ban. We did that. They keep doing it over and over again. It doesn't stay too long. Somebody says inflation is coming. That's why you're in crypto. Done it twice. Ban on crypto trading. Probably going to even make it more exciting. Everyone keeps sharing the same 2007 story about crypto. Yep, it's FUD, man. When FUD kicks in, a lot of the new people they don't know what's happening. They don't know what's going. They don't know what's going on. But you know what? I saw a meme today. I'll see if I can find it and show you. You double your portfolio from the huge dip. See, somebody's finding a silver lining in all this and taking advantage of the situation. Guys, if you haven't liked the stream, please like the stream, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me see if I can find this thing to show you guys, man. It's like, so the people who are panicking the most, especially, are the new people, and it's hard for them to imagine that this will kind of come around soon or something. So it's it's just it's really hard. I'm not laughing at anybody, okay? This is a coping mechanism for me. I like to smile and laugh a lot, no matter what the situation is. But then it's really hard to imagine. Like 2017, I truly felt like I had thrown money down the drain, and but then the ability to just hold on for a few years, the reward was great. So yeah. All right, let's see. I'm trying to find this. There was this tweet that was quite interesting. That I don't even know how to save tweets on Twitter. Maybe if I create a list or something. So much I have to learn. Lord help me. All right. Sorry, I can't find it. All right, let's get back to the stream. What do we have? Andy, yep, same thing I said. True. You're wondering what's a good buy for now. You got some ETH and ETC a few hours ago. You wish you were able to get in Cardano when it was a little over $1. A lot of things are a good buy for now, but some things have some catalysts coming up, okay? And they might look a little expensive, Cardano, Matic, but they are ones that were on the run. They were on the run, okay? Everything was fine. They were on the run, and then the big crash came. The big crash didn't scare anybody. It didn't spare anybody, okay? So uh, if things level out, it's very likely they might continue their path. But then again, other things are super cheap as well. Other things that were losing a lot before this dip lost a lot more. So there are also projects that you can, jump into. Lots of good projects, man. I don't even know where to start from. One Harmony One, Link, Hedera is good too. Atom is decent. Ravencoin is super cheap now. So many of them, man. ETC, and all that. And don't forget Doge while you are on it. Let's see. So basically, you feel right now like you did in 2017. Yes, sir. Yes, and it's. I mean, it's gonna be painful. I'm not gonna lie. It's painful. It's not fun, right? It's painful, especially when there's always a use for cash, unless you are born rich. It's like there's always use for money, and now you are forced to just forget about it there for a while. It's painful. Yeah. How much you need to be considered a whale? I don't think there's a set amount or anything, but if you get to a point where you when you sell your put positions, the whole market shakes, dips like 3-5%, you are a whale. You're going back to sleep. Hope when you wake up, something good. All the best top clips. You're not gonna panic sell that skin. What do you think ETC will be at end of the year? Everything being normal, I think it will be close to 1,000. I don't quite think it will get to 1,000, but everything being normal, I think it could easily, well, my calculation, my conservative calculation is about 300, but it could easily be more than double that. That is, again, if everything is normal. But if this FUD starts coming, and Bitcoin is very highly controlled by the media, and they love writing negative articles about crypto because it gets a lot of clicks, and a lot of naysayers are excited to jump on it, and they share it over and over and over again. So, the FUD can do some damage. So, NFTs do have value in the future, just that right now, just be careful, because every new coin finds a way to squeeze NFT there somewhere. They've squeezed the NFT application there somewhere. It's just like, the automobile industry. Not every company is going to be profitable. Not every company is going to make it. Okay, so not all NFT companies are going to make it. So do your research and pick some winners. Pick some winners, but definitely, the future of NFT, I think it has a good future. Okay, I think, as a photographer myself, I know landscape photographers who barely make ends meet because very few get hired, and a lot of it end up just doing it as a passion. But if you get to a point where you can actually sell your product as a non-fungible token, you can put any price on it, and it's a way for artists to earn. Okay, people do, like, I saw a thing where there's this guy who draws on this whiteboard with wet paint with his fingers, and the art looked incredible. But then he draws it for the one person they see by the side of the road. They you know they give him like $5, and then he wipes it off, and then he draws the next one. What if this guy could be taking pictures of his art and be selling as NFT instead of just losing them? So, I mean, it definitely has value, but the question is which platform is going to come and rule? Okay. And different platforms, we have NFT art in the space, started off a little shaky, but they seem to be getting their act together a little bit. And we have Refinable, which started off looking like a good project, but then now they have zero trust in the community because of the failed launch and all that. So I think the door is still open for a good project to come in and take advantage of the situation. So that's what I think. You're good. You are on Matic at 78. That's good. That's a good one. Looking at ETH right now, do you think it will continue downward or will it start trending up shortly? So one thing I said was even if we are in a downward trend, right, there will be bounces that come up. Now the question is, are we able to hold this bounce? Let's say we stay up here for several hours and then tomorrow we go down again. That's when you need to know that, okay, we're still in the downward trend, okay? And don't get fooled very easily by the quick bounces. The quick bounces will continue to happen. No matter what, it's like that, okay? So you have to make sure that you have full confirmation that there's a reversal right around the corner, okay, which could include positive crypto news or just technicals, volume and all that. But again, crypto is just, the news is just making it more shaky than it was before. All right. ANKR, lovely breeze. Okay, let's take a quick look at ANKR for you. Okay. A lot of people like this coin. I think it's a good project. It's probably one that I probably overlooked a long time ago. But let me see here. 2019. Yeah, it's one of those projects that took off quite recently and for good reason. Okay, took off quite recently for good reason. I still have to read to remember exactly what it does. Or shared resources in order to provide easier, affordable blockchain node hosting solutions. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Well, yeah, definitely. The last time I checked it as well, I said it looked like a solid project, but I don't know why it was sleeping for so long before it recently woke up. There's several other projects were also sleeping for so long, like Card Stack, which I really like. Was sleeping for so long and then recently woke up because people saw what they were working on. But this seems like an interesting project because right now a lot of things is all about scalability, and they kind of like have a solution for programmers to kind of work together. And so yeah, ANKR does look interesting. But do your research, guys. Do your research. Stella, you wanted to guys, you see what's happening. You guys are complaining that things are dropping, and then somebody's out there want something else to drop. So you see what's happening. Somebody wants it to drop, somebody wants it to. Stella is, oh man, it did get a beating though. It did get a beating down to 440. Man, this dip, my goodness. Let me look at the one day. Yeah, it looks like everything is kind of leveling out. That's what I want to see. I want to see everything level out a little bit more. So yeah, this dip here, keep an eye out. If you see a few more of these, it's not looking good. Okay, if you see a few more of these sharp dips in the next few days or so, whether I come on or not to talk about it, if you see a few more of these, it's not a good sign. Okay, it's not a good sign. This big dip could have been a whole institution pulling out several billions at once, and after they pulled out, guess what? It struck people's accounts were being liquidated left and right. People's stop losses were being liquidated left and right. And stop losses are one way to protect yourself in gains. So I'm going to give you an example. So again, I'm big on Harmony One, so I already have a permanent position that I don't touch, right? But then when I saw the signs leading to Harmony One taking off again, after I took off to about was it 12? Let me see if we have one open here. So after it took off, yes, after I took off to about 12 cents, this is let's go with this 7-day. So it was down here around 10 during about a week ago. It was very low here. So when it took off to around 12, and I saw the signs that, oh, this might pump, okay, then that was when I went back in with my trading position. Now along the way, around not 17, around 16, of course I didn't ride it to the very top. I didn't know it was going to go to the very top. So the trading position around 16 something, right around here, or 1650 or something like that. I set it such that if it dips 5% below that, sell everything, because that was my trading position. I just went in for a temporary position. So that's how you set stop losses and go to sleep. So I said when it dips below 1653, sell everything. Guess what? It didn't dip right after I said that. No, when it dips 5% below that, it didn't dip after I said it, and it actually went up, okay, to like 18. But I had forgotten to readjust my stop loss. Okay, you readjust it upwards as the price is going up. So I didn't readjust it, and I was doing other things. But then whenever it came down to do this big dip, it did sell, a little bit after the 16 something. And so this whole crash, the trading position was not part of the crash. And all that happened automatically while I was not by my computer, not paying attention to anything. So you need to be doing stuff like that to protect your gains. Okay, your temporary gains, you need to be doing stuff like that to protect your gains. You can't just wait to see and always take action. Usually things happen at night, early morning, or times that are not convenient for you to be right by the computer. Okay. Oh, we have another super chat. Oh, lovely Breeze. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you. I know money is hard to come by these days, with this whole crash and stuff. So I appreciate every single donation on here. Thank you so much. All right. You've been doing this for a while. You know all about it. Marcus, what's up, Marcus? You got 50K one at 0.08. Ha ha ha. Nice one, Rivera. I'm gonna assume your name is Rivera or River. I don't know. There's two of you in the picture, so I don't know who is in the picture. Bro, what happened to ETC? You said it was going to the moon, lol. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened to Bitcoin, what happened to Ethereum, what happened to crypto, what happened to the whole world. Yes, I did say it was going to the moon, but is it 4 years yet? I said it was going to be 7,000 in 10 years. That was my prediction. Is it 10 years yet? So the path to the moon, I don't know if you guys have seen that meme. New people think the path to the moon is this smooth incline where you just, get on there and just go dance happy music, all the way to the moon. but it's not like that. Okay, it's very rough waters, and sometimes you drown, sometimes you pass out. You know, it's very rough, my friend. Very rough, my friend. All right, Jose. Yes, please tell him. Tell him. Somebody tell him for me. Yes, the time I get, see, you get people like that all the time, man. So yeah, we'll see. For us, sometimes these cycles, right? The dip, sometimes it might take 2 years. But guess what? 2 years is going to be to your advantage, because if you believe in a few coins, let's say you believe in Matic, Cardano, ETC, and one, and you decide that these 4 coins, I am going to keep piling up, stacking these coins during a 2-year bear season, you will be able to stack up so much more, because they will be cheap. They might get cheaper, you know, and you always have to find a silver lining, so that when the next pump comes, let's say 2023, these pumps come, and you know, let's say Harmony One is $5. We'll be remembering this saying today, that man, remember when we were piling it up below $1? You know, so if you play the long game, it's very hard for you to lose. If you play the long game, it's very, very hard for you to lose. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for answering him in there. I think Faraz was just trying to make fun of me. So 10 years you're gonna retire. Yeah, we're all gonna retire, man. But I don't know. I'll still be streaming. I don't care where I retire to. I'll still be streaming, just so I can talk to you guys. Am I related to? Oh my gosh. So let me tell you something. Too many comments. One day I'm going to clip all the comments. More than 20 comments. Everybody saying I look like Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou. Look, now I have a pot belly. Okay, I used to be a little ripped. Now I have a pot belly. I'm not Francis Ngannou. I'm not related to him, and he's from Cameroon. We might sound similar. Maybe look a little alike, but yeah, I wish I was the UFC world champion, man. Or I wish I was related to him. I'm not. Somebody says just buy low and sell high, but most people do the opposite. All right. Volatility is harsh, man. My goodness, this volatility, man. So I'm gonna check to see if anybody what this time I'm going to read the comments, I promise. I want to know, this is confession time. Who sold during this dip down here? Okay, this dip all the way down here. Who sold? Let me know what you sold, and what, like, you know, if you sold, let me know what you sold. So I don't know how you write it. You write sold, SOLD, and then write Doge, or sold, ADA, sold, whatever. Confession time, guys. Confession time. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. 10 million. Oh man, I don't know, man. But one thing I can tell you guys is that I am learning a lot so much faster. Okay. I'm learning a lot so much faster to be able to keep up with everything that's happening. So hey, I'll be doing a lot of reading and learning, so that I can tell you guys stuff on the fly. And so, but definitely, I don't know, man. I just want to see 50K to believe it. So I don't know. I just want to see 50K to believe it. Yeah. Joe Barry, you sold 3 days ago. Whoa, my man, my man. And you've been doing that even before 3 days ago. So you're probably, you are in a good place now. That's good. That's good. Okay, Moni says you mostly did not sell. Very smart. Very, very smart. You sound like you have a lot of experience, but then you are quite young. So that's quite impressive. Very impressive, Moni. Very impressive. You didn't even sell, though you were down 10K. Hey, sometimes, man. Just Hey, you got to spend it at some point. You got to spend it. At some point, you got to spend it. That's the goal. Don't ignore me now. Why am I? I'm not ignoring you. I read your comments, Papi. Oh man, no one knew it was going to dip like that. Just like no one knows when to rocket, but this is a dip. Yep. And again, I keep saying this: you never know that you are in a bullish season until the bullish season is over. Okay, that's why you have to be taking little bits of action here and there. Don't sell a dime. Holding $7,000 in ETC, the most you ever saved up. Nice. You bought Doge, okay? Been holding and scooping up. Nice. You're holding to $1. Okay. Oh, we have a super chat in the house. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. Blessings. You're buying everything during the dip and you share some future profits with you, man. Blessings, man. Blessings. Let's hope we see those profits. By the end of this year is going to be beautiful, though. Those of you who are, stocking up, by the end of this year, definitely, I'm sure definitely this bear cycle, if it does happen, it's not going to take as long as the previous ones, just because of the real world application of crypto that's becoming very mainstream. Okay. Let me know if you guys are interested in a session where I actually, if you want to do that, type 1. Okay. If you in a session where I show you guys how to turn a picture into an NFT, guess what? You don't have to be a master artist or a master photographer or anything. Any cell phone picture, you could actually turn it into an NFT. Let me know if you want that. I could have a live and show you guys how to do that properly, turn it into an NFT token and put a price on it. And let me know. Type 1 in the comments below. That's one way you can, sell something. All right. You sold your tears for joining crypto. So all those who joined crypto 2 weeks ago, guys, it's not always like this. Okay. We've had months. When I say months of, I don't know, people turn $20,000 into $1 million. And I'm not even exaggerating. Okay. We've had months of good times. Okay, so it's not always like this. Don't think it's always like this. This is just the bad time. You just caught it at the wrong time. Okay, so don't be too bitter about it. Don't let it be your one experience and then you're done. No, don't let it. It's time for you to do more research. One thing you can do during this downtime in the market is actually study the coins. Study how all the coins are reacting to the market. And this can actually tell you which coins have a lot more support. Okay. So that's one thing you can do. Just go and study all the coins and see how they are all reacting, on the 24-hour, 7-day, and during the big dip. Okay. See how everything moved. And, of course, the USDT will always go up whenever there's a dip. So, yeah. So study the other coins. Yeah. Metals are way up. Yep. Joe has been telling us to sell crypto profits for metals way back. So you're down 8K on ETC. You have to. That's a good one. That is a good one. And guys, silver lining is that if there's a dip that continues and ETC stays below, $70, even $60 for a long time, the trick is that you can slowly start averaging down. Okay, slowly start averaging down. Slowly. And the limited supply of ETC is something that a lot of people are not talking about. And the fact that not a lot of people are mining it right now, it leaves so much more that can be mined. So that just makes it something that people can fall on, especially the ETH miners can fall on when 1559 update for Ethereum happens and mining Ethereum is not profitable anymore. So again, so after talking to a few more ETC people, not just Donald, they are quite sure that all the hacks came from Ethereum miners, because same algorithm, they just switch the machine. A lot of them come together, switch the machine, and they go mine ETC. They will have more than the 51% to perform the attack. So that's why they're trying to change the mining algorithm to SHA-3. When they change it, Ethereum miners cannot come and do that attack again. So I think somebody was asking if there was bad blood, but it's just a very strong belief of theirs that they are the only ones capable of coming with that much hash power to come and attack ETC. And they did it and did it again, did it again. But now, since August 2020, is quite hard for them because of here. Where is it? I need to see. Hold on. Because of ETC hash and also the MES upgrade. So there's that. All right, moving on. You don't have a lot of experience. You just know not to do that. That's good. Chainlink, I like Chainlink too. I do like Chainlink too. Ahmed Obed said you bought more at the dip. Oh, so you guys were not selling? I thought a lot of you were paper handing this dip. Man, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Let me see. Hi, Patient Money. Where do I buy all these coins? I cannot buy XRP in Seattle. Try KuCoin. I think you might be able to buy XRP on KuCoin. And KuCoin doesn't ask for a lot of information, at least as far as I know. You just get on there and that's it. And then you can always transfer your coins to Anchor USD whenever you want to cash out. But from this guy, son of a tech, okay, the mining guy on YouTube has over 100,000 this thing. He said crypto.com is one of the best places to cash out of, and they have their own bank. They'll give you your own debit card, so you don't have to worry about going through the traditional banking system, and you can be shopping, with your crypto the debit card, and it does transfer it into US dollars for you, but it's a direct process. It's not like you have to wait for so long for the money to get into your bank, and then maybe your bank starts flagging you because you put more than $10,000 in at a time. And that's one trick to guys. If unless you are doing a big cash out, do 9,900. Do it several times. Just the $10,000. That's what alerts the IRS, alerts the bank fraud systems. Next thing you know, they put your account on hold, and then it's gonna take a long time before you can unfreeze your account. And I don't know. So yes. So KuCoin is good. There are several others that you can. The trick is get on as many exchanges as possible, okay? Because it doesn't cost anything to get on most of these exchanges, just so that when some of these coins pop up, you are already in a position to purchase, to purchase them. And it's not like now that you're going to jump onto an exchange to be able to make the purchase and all that. All right, so you started buying ETC at $7. All right, guys, I'm gonna grab something for the kids real quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay? All right. Hello, 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 hello. So, so I just learned that from the 27th, that's when I plan to have internet at the new place, but they wouldn't allow me to do an overlap. AT&T wouldn't allow me to do an overlap. So I'm going to be probably a few days without internet, maybe 3 days or so without internet. And I'm like, man, I'm contemplating going with a different company and have them set up over there on the 27th. But I do like the fiber optic, whatever. So, all right, what all do we have here? What all do we have here? Guess we just hold. Okay. Okay, so these were the ones. Okay, sorry, I had to skip over some comments because I'm a little slow here. These were the ones once you guys want to know how to convert a picture into an NFT and put a price on it. Okay, all right. I think quite a few ones here, so it might be worth something to do. Thank you very much for the super sticker. No, keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. The market is actually recovering quite a bit. We might I need at the very least I need the psychological $41 I need Bitcoin to be above $41 just for psychological reasons, okay? Above 40,000 for 40,000. Okay, Alexander, it could be higher. There's another stimulus check coming, and the economy is doing good, even though we have inflation. Interesting. Any way to compare the crypto sell-off to January when GME and AMC spiked? Wondering if there was a huge need of liquidity across all crypto markets to cover FTDs. You know what, Mitch? You might have a point. You might actually have a point. You might have a point. You might have a point. So the thing about the crypto markets is that right now, whether you like it or not, crypto is kind of tied to stocks in one way or the other. Okay. Again, I'm going to use Grayscale as an example, but there are so many other derivatives of Bitcoin out there that you can buy. Okay. And so, for example, Grayscale, they do have their own Bitcoin shares and all that. So there is a relation. It's you can't make one very far away from the other one. So just huddle if you bought high. Yep, it doesn't count until you sell, man. It's until you sell. But you need to market, not new to the blockchain theory and unsure about what's going on right now. Lupa, I don't think blockchain theory actually has anything to do with what's going on right now. I think what's going on right now is a mixture of FUD, which is negative articles, China ban, which they are bringing up again. I mean, they did this 4 years ago a few times over. And also, I think the billionaire feud, it opened a can of worms. Okay, when one billionaire says, "Oh, I'm going to short Doge," just because they know the other billionaire is promoting Doge on SNL, and the whole world is watching and excited about it. And Doge went from 29 cents all the way to 73 cents. And this other billionaire, who is 80% invested in Bitcoin, is seeing people liquidate Bitcoin for Doge, decides to step in the party. And then the other billionaire also decide, oh, you have a lot of Bitcoin. That's 80% of your wealth. Well, guess what? Bitcoin is not 80% of my wealth. I'm going to teach you a lesson. And then he goes on to tweet that, oh, they are dropping, that they're going to accept Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. That is a contributing factor. I'm not blaming it on them 100%. But what that showed is that crypto is still quite volatile and not yet at the place where we can fully like institutions and big money can fully rely on it, you know, as a hedge or as a solution to money. So that is far away from the crypto theory. So yeah, I think those factors together, they account for the dip, not the theory of crypto or the Nakamoto consensus or just blockchain in general. I think that's a whole different issue. Okay. Sorry, I gotta skip comments. I'm sorry, man. You guys are fast with the comments, man. Price prediction for ATC. It's hard to predict anything. We have to see how the market stabilizes. You know, but at the very least, end of year, at the very least, worst case scenario, I think it could, in my opinion, if the market gets back to normal, it could easily go up to about $300 if the market gets back to normal. That's if the market gets back to normal. You see how many times I repeated that? Yeah. West got ETC at 41. My goodness, my man. That's good. How do you deal with being down 34K? Should I pull out of stocks and average down? I wouldn't say I wouldn't advise you to do that. Personally, I feel like stocks have had a beating for about three months now. Getting to 4 months, guys. Stocks have had a beating, and they're gonna shine again. We might see a little bit of a cycle between stocks and crypto because it's the same people, the same money that sometimes moves around, right? So it's possible that stocks are going to have their run again, and you don't want to miss that run after you've endured 3 months, 4 months of stocks going down. So I wouldn't say to just pull out of stocks and average down, but you could definitely move some into some of your favorite crypto. But it's good to be all round. Okay. Again, this channel started with stocks only content before we added crypto to it, and now we are so heavily crypto. But we're definitely going to go back into stocks. And if you guys interested in options, I had promised option videos, which I started working on, but it's it's like I want it to be such that it would be such that if you watch it in chronological order, you would understand options. But what I realized was that I went to check some of the videos I was working on, and some of the I started talking about credit spreads and stuff way too early before I explained the Greeks. So now I'm reorganizing it and working on that. So we're gonna be balanced here soon. Huddle. Crazy thing is that you are up a lot even after this loss. That's a good sign. That means that what this means is that if you are up even after this big dip, it means that one, you did not chase. For the most part, you didn't chase. You didn't buy stuff because they were going up or they were the next hot thing. And also means that you entered projects at a good time. Okay, that could also mean that you were just buying a specific project that you believed in, averaging down as time goes on. That's what leads to not losing on every little dip. Down 4K. My bad, man. If you can hodl, hold on for dear life. Jose, why are you laughing at oh no, okay, you laughed at Steven. Okay. You place a bet that the market goes up. Hey y'all. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the market is gonna recover, man. I'm pretty sure even the stock market. I feel like I just have this feeling like we are close to the point where things are going to reverse and tech stocks might pick back up and stuff like that. But right now, Tesla in particular has a new wave of people who hate Tesla just because of Elon. Okay, and I think that effect is also going to Ripple for a little bit. And the fact that Elon thought it was smart for him to tweet this morning that Tesla has diamond hands. You can't fight the people. Okay, you are the same person that we all like, and he doesn't have to do too much. He doesn't have to try to fight the people. So it could really I mean, he could feel the effect in the long run, because that's just how it starts. Once the public stops trusting in something, it could have quite an effect. So he has to take it quite seriously. You bought ETC at 28 pounds last 2 weeks. You're surprised that interesting. Well, I'm glad you took some profit. I'm always up for profit taking, man. Why would anyone sell if it goes down? You want less money. So Rahman, what happens is that people are scared. New people feel like it's going down to $0, or it's going down to $1, or it's going down to nothing. I'm going to lose 100% of my money. So they want to save the money that they have, even though you already lost 50%. You already lost 50%. If it's money you can afford to lose, let it ride. There's a higher chance that you're gonna make it all back again. And I keep repeating this: nobody has held Bitcoin for more than 4 years and lost a penny on it so far. Okay, since 2011, so far, nobody has held Bitcoin for more than 4 years and lost a penny on it. And it's very, 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 very likely that whatever Bitcoin you buy today, whether you bought it at 65,000, if you hold it for 4 years, you might be cashing out, who knows, $250,000 per Bitcoin or something like that, something of that sort. So, the statistic is there that if there's a coin you believe in and there's a bear season, the best thing you can do for yourself is to slowly accumulate, have a plan, have a budget. If it's every 2 weeks, if you believe in Cardano, every 2 weeks you're buying $500 worth of Cardano, guess what? It adds up. Okay, it adds up. So and also diversify. Don't make it one coin. At least try to get at least 4 or 5. Okay, but then don't be like me. Don't get like 28 like me. Then you'll be all too spread out. But I like to be spread out so that I can learn about a lot of coins, so that when people ask about them, I can actually talk about them. John Doe, what do I think about Dot? Dot has great potential. Dot has great potential that hasn't been fully realized yet. So it could actually still be at a discount, because once their whole development is done, it could be pretty epic. Thoughts on Aave? I do not have any thoughts on it, not because it's a good or a bad project, just because it's just one of the projects that I feel like I missed the boat on early, so I just haven't really followed it. You would rather be homeless with your cryptocurrencies? Nah, man, don't do that. Don't do that. If you have to pay bills and stuff, you gotta. And so I was watching let me see. It said China bans cryptocurrency. Will they become useless now? I've said this those were here. China banned it 4 years ago. Okay, 4 years ago. It meant not. They banned it 4 years ago. After a few months, they singled out individual ones that they banned as well, and we're still here. Okay, this is nothing that hasn't happened before. So if anything, it might make it more desirable, if you know what I mean. Because for the free world, it looks like this is going to be the currency of the free world. So it might even make it more desirable, if you ask me. Let's see. You bought ETC 11. Nice. You don't see. I actually do not see it going back to that price. I do not see it going back to that price, honestly. I will be very surprised if it goes back below $30. Okay, I will be very, very, very surprised. But then again, the market, if the entire crypto market is headed for a nosedive, and let's say in the event Bitcoin goes below 20, then that could happen. But you always have to see the silver lining in that. Okay, if there's going to be 2 years of that, that's good enough time for you to accumulate in the coins you believe in. So it is what it is. Crypto.com froze up today. Oh no, everybody was selling. Man, I missed a lot of this action, man. I was asleep, man. Probably good for me. Coinbase was wilding too. Somebody wants to see BTC. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the 15 minutes, so we have a little bit of a perspective. Almost all the charts are looking like very identical. Blessings, can you please repeat the platform to cash out just in case? Now it's not the better. Anchor USD, ANCHOR, Anchor USD. I'm probably not pronouncing it very well, very American, I would say, but Anchor, ANCHOR, like the boat, the anchor of a boat. Okay, USD combined. Okay. Anchor, okay. Just saying, you never know how far it would dip. You started to do just hold on. You did sell at 166 and bought back a bit too early. Yes, sometimes it happens to buy back a bit too early. You're right. Okay. You had a feeling it was gonna hit 45. I see. Okay, Marcus says just keep an eye on the charts. If you see a trend of lower lows and highs, be careful and only buy percentages of what you plan to invest, especially if you are trading low dollar amounts. Very, very great information, man. Very great information here, man. So that's the thing, because you what he's saying right now is a more technical way of saying what I was saying, that even if we're in a downward trend, there's going to be quick bounces up. There's going to be quick bounces up and then down, quick bounces up and then down. But what you realize is that the quick bounces up will not go and surpass the last 24 hours. Okay. So that's going to be higher, a trend of lower lows and highs. So lower highs. So the highs become lower and lower. That is a general downward trend. But even in a downward trend, you could still make great trades. Okay, like again, the opportunity that was presented this morning. Now that doesn't signal a complete reversal, but just be careful. So when you are buying, do not buy with your whole position at once, because it could dip again. It could dip further than it did before, and then you can buy some more. Okay, or not. So it is just a much safer way to play it. Stopped at 40K for now. Okay. Hey, hello, Clifford. Hey, Jen, what's up? Jen? Hey, try to hear your opinion on XRP. XRP, I mean, it's a little bit of a risk right now based on the whole situation, but I think it's a decent enough risk, that I'm willing to take some, because it's very likely that even if they end up being declared a security, they will still do well as a company. And the fact that the potential of XRP itself doesn't diminish if whether they win or lose the case. But of course, going against the government is not an easy thing. But it could be the thing that keeps XRP price down enough for those who believe in it to, be hoarding, or whatever word is stacking up or whatever. AMA going on as we speak for NFT art. Interesting. If it ate that dip and keeps going, yeah, it bounced pretty nice from the dip I saw earlier before I started the stream. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, crazy, crazy. Any way to just secure the bag without selling your body? Oh man, Rahman, I don't know what to tell you. Don't sell your body. You guys are funny. What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? You actually sold a little bit of ETH last night. Interesting. And bought back in near the low today. You gained a position a bit better there and got more ATC. You are in no fear. Man, that's a warrior right there. Clifford is a warrior. Okay, the DTC New Rules are enforcing the liquidity in short positions, which seems, more than a coincidence to you. Huh. So, guys, the enforcement of such rules, it stops it stopped the hedge funds from shorting ghost stocks and stuff, stuff like that. They do have to have enough to cover in the case of an emergency, emergency spike or stuff like that. And there's a percentage where once they pass that, your account will have to be automatically liquidated to cover. And this could be interesting. It could be that maybe some shorts are struggling somewhere and somebody knows somebody somewhere. And I don't know. I don't know. But it's all interesting. I don't know if it has anything to do with the whole AMC saga or I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have? Man. Okay, these comments. Yo, how am I so slow on these comments? I'm pretty sure I turned on slow mode today, but I just can't keep up. Oh, my time is almost up today, man. So again, I'm trying to keep my lives around 2 hours. So that in the future I can do two. I think after 2 weeks, once I'm done moving, right now we're trying to build a little bit of a storage at the back of the house. So in Pennsylvania, for our house, we had a basement, right? And so we had a lot of stuff that we stored in the basement. And then when we moved here to Texas, the houses here don't have basements. It's very rare to find a house here with basements. I don't know if it's somebody said one of the contractors said it was the soil type or something, or I don't know. There were different reasons. So they don't have basements here. So we're trying to build like a shed in the back for storage. So I have to be going back and forth and monitoring all that. So once the full move is done in 2 weeks, I'll have a more consistent schedule. That way I can do 2 hours, maybe from 9 a.m. to 11:30, and then maybe do another 2 hours in the evening when I can. So you sold Doge and put the money towards dividend stocks. Again, like I said, this might be a good time to actually start looking the direction of stocks, because stocks have been taking a beating. Okay. Let's see. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. Again, the stocks have been sleeping for a while. Stocks are going to have their run too. They've been struggling for 3 to 4 months now. Institutional investors might eventually cycle back into tech stocks. Okay, all your neo, your all your tech stocks that have been taking a beating day by day, week by week. I'm not laughing at anybody. I'm laughing at myself, guys. I'm heavy in neo and other electric green energy related stuff. And they could have their turn back, because when the price gets cheap enough for the institutional investors, they will cycle back from, they went into the finance sector and some other sectors. They're going to cycle back when the prices are cheap enough. But you want to be in there before they come back. You don't want to, okay, now that Neo is back to $50, now you are excited about stocking up on Neo again. So you want to get in before they jump in. And if you want to be like my friend earlier, you can find safer dividend stocks as well. But I do like growth stocks. I don't think I do have some dividend stocks, don't get me wrong, but as you get older, okay, your dividend propositions need to be more. But the younger you are, the more you should seek growth stocks, and there's just more potential there. What coins I got? I got so many. I've been talking about them on this channel all over. So many. I got so many. I got more than 28. But I made a video about 13 coins that I thought was going to be winners at least in the next year. It's on my channel. Go check it out. And then most of them were doing quite well. Most of them were doing quite well, or I would say are still doing quite well. All right. All right. Time is running out. Time is running out. Let's see. Let's see. What all do we have? You learned the hard way about chasing. You FOMO'd into ETC at 150. It's all right. It's see the fact that you learn. See, here's the thing: you either lose or you learn something. The fact that you learn something is good, and you're gonna take that with you. So, it's always good to learn. You bought the dip, then the dip some more, then the dip, then you had no money. That's what happened. That's why you have to buy it in in bits. Average is 110. Not bad, not bad. ETC at 167. Yes, so you have a little bit high of an average. So just all I can tell you is if you got it that high right now, if you can afford, okay, to average down a little bit. If you can average it down eventually to an average of about 100, you'll be at a much better place of even recouping, or at the very least breaking even way before the end of the year, right? But again, that is not financial advice. And I don't know how deep your pocket is. I don't know how much you can afford to let ride in that. Maybe you want to check out some other projects as well. But definitely, if everything needs to go smoothly, if everything gets back on track, it could take quite a bit for everything to get back on track, because the public really responds to the media and stuff, and the negative articles, especially with the China FUD. It's just beginning, right? It could take a few days for people to properly react to stuff like that. So it all depends on your risk tolerance level. Okay. Sold ETC at 42, bought at 65. Peace. It's all right. I understand why you sold at 42, because it was dipping and nobody knew where it was gonna go. And then when it started bouncing back, you're like, oh, you're about to miss out again. It's probably heading back to $80, and you bought back. So it's okay. Sometimes you just learn. Hey, at least you're $2 up though from your 65. So it's better than not in at all. Just saying. All right. Brian, same thing. Oh man. Elon gave people a chance by crashing the this is definitely a lot of people who have been on the fence, or who felt like they missed a lot of stuff, probably took the opportunity to take some action during the dips. I'll talk about Chainlink another time, more detailed, but it's a good project and I like it. So that's all I got to say. It has great potential. So much to learn, man. Yes, we all have so much to learn. ANKR, great. It looks like a good project. It looks like a good project that just popped off. So it could have some good potential. It could have some good potential here. So I might keep a closer eye on ANKR too. Maybe actually might do a video on it on my findings. Thoughts on SHIB. Be careful with SHIB. SHIB is a meme of a meme of a meme. So it may have quick ups and downs. You can ride the quick ups and downs if you know what you're doing, but it it's not I personally, this is just a personal opinion and I could be wrong, but it's not something that I'll go in for a long-term position. Okay, it's not something that I'll go in for a long-term position. Dexter says Neo's been holding your cash. You sell Neo before you exit any of your cryptos. Hey, that's good. You sell Neo first before you exit any of your cryptos. But if it's been holding your cash, I wonder what your average on Neo is. That might give me a better perspective. Terrible day, lots of tears shed. Nah, don't shed tears, man. You buy up the tears, you buy up the blood. That's what you do. That's what you prepare for. Okay, you buy up the blood, and it will look like a terrible day for most of your portfolio, but there will be a section of your portfolio that's like up like 30-40%, just because you bought up the blood at the bottom, if you were able to catch the bottom. So Kevin says it's moving like a bear market. A little bit. You got to keep an eye on it, though. Let's see. What does this mean going forward if short sellers were able to cover for ETC? Well, if they were able to cover for ETC, and that, of course, that kind of forced them to buy back in. Maybe part of that covering is what's helping us actually recover along with the market, right? But then again, it just shows the organic strength of ETC now, and that short pressure might slowly be coming off of it, and they are greedy, so they will wait for opportunity to short it again. And I don't think it means anything drastic, but just that the drastic short squeeze that we were expecting might be, it might drag out a little bit longer and not be something that would happen anytime soon. Let's say they release the short information, which I'm going to check here and see. See, they released it. But then again, while I was looking, I feel like how is ETCG up when ETC is struggling? That is something. Okay, they still haven't released it, but this could actually be a market beat problem, because when I check some other stocks, some of them were also behind. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. All right, back to looking at the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price is doing looks like a double bottom forming here. But we have to stay above these levels to be able to go to the next, because we really don't like it down here. We don't like it down here. Thank you. You're welcome. Your gut told you to sell yesterday, repurchase today, but can't complain. Average is 75. Not bad. Okay. You saw a guy post a Discord chat from yesterday on YouTube today. He's saying it's all whales manipulating is going to. It's possible. It's possible. Again, I explain what the shorts, the whales do, right? Like how they force sell the price to come down, and when the price dips enough, they buy a lot more than they sold, and they rinse and repeat. So, all right. All right, guys. I think my time is up. There's a lot of stuff I have to do. I have to close up some boxes, and I've been on for more than 2 hours, even though this is so much fun, even though we're losing so much money. At the same time, everybody just stay positive, okay? Yo, I saw the muted. I thought I was muted. Oh. Okay, just stay positive, and sorry I didn't get to every comment again, but do well to subscribe, like the video, subscribe, and it goes a long way to help the channel. And then I will see you on the next live. I think let's do tomorrow. How about this? Let's do tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so tomorrow 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be live again, and I'll see you all. Thank you all for being here. All right, guys, peace.